Hi, today we will learn some new commands of AutoCAD which we will use in making our 2D drawings, 3D models, etc. So for starting that, first of all we have to double click on our AutoCAD icon which is available here. Double clicking with the help of a left click of my mouse. Now here it is. Sorry. So first of all, we have to create a new 2D drawing with the help of a new option. After clicking on the new icon, your drawing will open with the name drawing 1. You can customize it with the help of the new icon before starting your new 2D drawing. You can change the name of your 2D drawing with the help of that particular option. Sorry. So we have covered line, polyline, and some of our modifying commands and some annotation commands. So today we will be looking at circle and the arc command of draw panel. So these are available here. This is our circle command and this is our arc command. So in my last class also we have discussed something related to circle, like how many types of circles are available, and I think we haven't. Yes, some features related to arc, that how many type of arcs are available. So today we will be seeing the important aspects of circle and the arc command, and then we'll see if we have the time, then we will move forward and we'll see some other commands. In order to start these commands, first of all I would like to introduce our practice drawings of AutoCAD, which I will be sharing soon with all of you guys. In that book you will find out some 2D drawings which you can create or practice with the help of AutoCAD. Meanwhile learning, if you are learning something, it's better you can practice in the same time, because the more you practice during the learning, the more you learn something. So in order to do that, I will share you one book of AutoCAD drawings which contain some 2D drawings and some 3D models of, and some of, I think, architectural drawings also. So those will be quite helpful for you all guys in order to practice the icons which I am telling you, or commands which I am making you learn. So first of all, we'll see circle command. That basically there are how many types of circles available? There are 6 types of circles available. So total 6 types of circles are categorized into 3 categories. So first one is center radius, second one is center diameter, another one is, in second category there are 2 points in the 3-point circle. In the last category there are 2 types of circles which can be drawn with the help of tangent, tangent and radius, or only tangent, tangent and tangent. So there will be 3 cases in which there are 3 tangents completely. So 3 tangents if you are having, then you can draw a circle between them. You will see how these operations will work out. So first of all, we'll see whether our units are in decimal or in some other type. I think it's in decimal, so I need a precision of 0.00. So the angle will be in decimal degrees, that's not at all an issue. Precision will be 0, okay, no issues. So in order to do that, it's international, it's okay. I think each and everything is okay in the design of the drawing. So I will just click on the OK, and then we'll see the first icon of circle. So circle radius. Then circle, first one is circle, which is center radius. So as the name suggests, it's having a center and a radius. That's it. No other thing. So first I will click on the icon and I will just choose it. I will take the command. Now, as the name suggests, there is one center and there is one radius. So what I will do, as the command line says, that specify the center point for the circle, right? Or there are certain options which with the help of which you can convert a direct circle into 3 point or the 2 point, or tangent and the radius with the help of the command line. Let us suppose if you selected some particular option like center radius or center diameter. With the help of these options, you can directly jump into 2 point, 3 point, or tangent radius with the help of the command line, as the name suggests. So what I will do, I will just close this one. The command is already activated. So just click on the center. So this is the center. The center is at so AutoCAD is now suggesting you a value of radius. Initially, it will show 0 because you are not I didn't move my cursor yet. So what I will do, I will just increase my cursor and your circle will start increasing, right? And then what you will do, as per the command line say specify the radius of the circle. You can do one thing, you can manually put your value in the command line, or you can put value in the just left of your crosshair. Just left of a crosshair, there is a box which is moving along with your circle. There is a value of blue color which you can see here. Just see my crosshair. There is a value of 534.85. That value is continuously increasing as I move away from the center. So you can just simply use your numlock key and press any values like 200. So 200 means 20 centimeters. So because I already set the values to the millimeters, so 20 mm is 200 mm is 20 centimeters. Okay, so this circle is easy because it requires only center and the radius command. So if you have a definition of a center, like where you want to put your circle, you can just take the help of the coordinates x and y, or take the help of the center values with the help of the UCS, Universal Coordinate System. Check the center and put the value of the radius. So we'll see what is the radius. I just wanted to allocate like what is the radius of the circle. So this will be the radius of the circle. Okay, so in this case it's again having some kind of issues with the display. So what I will do, I will just go to the dimension style. So it's better we can set it here itself, so it will not have any kind of issues later. Open to OK and close. Front is quite okay. Now it's completely visible. So this circle is having a center and the radius. Now as we move forward, there is another option which we call it as a center and the diameter. In this, radius has been changed to the diameter. There is no other change. Just select that option, select on any center. This is a center, and put the value of 200. I just wanted to show you the difference, because now you are putting a value of 200 means 200 is the diameter, because the option which we have chosen is center and diameter. So what I have to do, in order to make an equal circle, I just have to delete this one in order to make it, because this circle is just half of this. because I put it a value of 200 mm. 200 means 200 is the diameter of this circle, which is equal to the radius of this. So in order to see the complete difference, what I will do, I will just again choose the same command, take the circle and now put a value of 400, because I have to put a value of diameter, not the value of the radius. So these two circles now is completely same. What I will do, I will just check for the diameter of this circle. Now it is 400 mm. You can see. Correct? So these are the two types of circles which are available in first category of circle. So these two are the basic circles with the radius, center radius and the center diameter command. So next there are two freehand circles, like two point or the 3-point circles. So these two are, as I used to say them as a freehand circle, because freehand circle means you can draw them manually. You don't need any radius values, you don't need any diameter values while making these two circles. So 2-point means you just have to mention the 2 points, 1 point and this 2 point. You don't need any diameter, you don't need any radius. But you can do one thing, where you hit on the first point, that will be your starting point and the ending point will be definitely your diameter. This is just for the easier understanding. This is not a hard and fast rule. This is just for the easier understanding. So if you check for this diameter of this circle, it should be, I think it should be more than 400. Yes, it should be more than 400. So this is the third type of a second category, first type of a circle. Now there is another circle which we call it as a 3-point circle. So 3-point circle means there is 3 points. So this is my first point, this is my second point, and this is again a third point. In this case, what will be the diameter? This is 397.37. So these two circles are freehand circles. The freehand circles, as I used to say, because if you are making any circle between these two circles, like this is your first point, let us suppose this is your first point, this, and this is the second point. See, this is a 2-point circle. If you are making an undo of it, just click on the 3-point circle. 3-point circle means if you are having a 1 point here, 1 point here, and you are creating a circle here, then it will be creating like this. Okay, so these are the two type of circles, but these two circles are complete freehand circles. So you can draw them with the help of complete freehand. You don't need any radius, you don't need any diameter of them, but you can measure them later as per the drawing. So there is an option called as a tangent, and the radius. So tangent, and the radius means tangent and the radius means I will do one thing. I will just remove this thing. I don't need this right now. So these two circles can be useful for me. I will remove these two also. These two circles will be enough for this kind of option. So tangent, and the radius. Tangent, and the radius means there will be two tangents and one radius. There will be two tangents and one radius. In tangent, and tangent, there will be 3 tangents. Right? Tangent, and radius means so let us suppose this is the first tangent, this is the second tangent, and it will ask you to specify the radius of the circle. If it is, let us suppose 200 mm, it's not making the circle because the distance between these two circles is more than 200 mm. That is the reason it's not creating a circle of 200 mm. So tangent, again I have to check the same distance. Now it's asking again for the radius values 250. Now it is created because when you are putting the value of 200, let us suppose I am checking these values. If I am putting a value of 200, I will do one thing. I will just take a roughly distance between these two, from this to this. It's more than that. It's somewhere around 468. right? So that is the reason 468 means half of the 468 means total is the diameter. So total diameter will be 468 point something. So if you are making a circle of, let us suppose this is your first tangent and this is the second tangent, and if you are putting a value of 200 mm, it means the diameter of the circle is 400 mm. It is lesser than the 468. So the diameter of that diameter circle, 400 diameter circle, will not fit into this domain. So anyway, you have to keep a 200. It will say circle do not exist. One second, I will repeat the same command. 1, 2. This is my 200. Enter. You see, it will say circle does not exist. That is the reason. This is the only reason, because the distance between these two is 468, and you are trying to fit a circle of 400 diameter between these two circles. So it will not completely fit. So again, you can choose this thing, these two circle as a tangent. If you put a value of 250 and enter, you will get a circle of 250 mm radius, means 500 mm diameter. That is more than 468. So in such cases, you can take help of, if you are having suppose 2 or 3 circles, then in that particular cases you can use these kind of options in order to create the circle between them. So tangent and the radius circle option is basically useful for those cases if you are having 2 or the 3 circles separated at a distance, and that distance should be less than the diameter of the circle which you are trying to fit. Oh, okay. So these kind of options are useful only in that particular cases. Okay, I will do one thing. I will remove this and I will make a one rectangle. This is my rectangle, I suppose. Okay. And now I want because I make this just to make you guys understand about the third option. Third option is having a tangent, tangent, and a tangent. Tangent, tangent, and a tangent means a circle is having 3 tangents. It means a circle, the circle which you are trying to make is having a tangents, complete 3 tangents all around the periphery. So if you are not having 3 tangents, it means you won't be able to create the circle. So that is the reason I made a small rectangle, just to make you guys understand how this option is to work. Okay, so this is my first tangent, this is my second tangent, this is my third tangent, this is my circle. But in this particular case, you don't have to provide any kind of a radius. You don't have to provide any kind of radius. That is the only difference between tangent, tangent and the radius, and the tangent, tangent and the tangent. This is the major difference. This is the only major difference between these two options. There is no radius. So if there is no radius, it simply means that a radius is completely of no use in the last one. If you are not having the radius option, it means you cannot control your circle. If you are not able to control your circle, you are not free to create it. Your circle is completely bound by the tangents. The last option, tangent, tangent, and the tangent, your circle will be governed only on the basis of your tangent. If your tangents are completely apart, your circle will be completely apart. If your tangents are completely close, your circle will be completely close to the center. Right? So in this particular case, how you will check the diameter, or how you will check the radius of the circle, in this particular case you can do in this way. 342.12. So and linear distance, if you want to check, this is also same. .12. So it is double of that, double of your radius. So you cannot control your circle in the tangent, tangent, and the tangent option. It's completely constrained with the 3 tangents. But in the tangent, tangent, and the radius option, you can control it with the help of your radius. You have n number of options of fitting a particular circle between the distance of two circles like the one which we discussed just a few minutes before. So these are the circular options which we have. I told all of you guys in a very easy way to understand them, so that whenever you need to make circular things or circles or different type of circles in the 2D drawings, you can make it with ease, because you will not face any kind of a difficulty. Okay, so our next option is arc. So arc command is basically not a complete circle, it's a part of the circle. As you can say, like arc is a part of a circumference. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, so arc is always less than 2 pi r. Arc is not 2 pi r. A circle, arc is you can say arc is contained in a circle, like a portion of a circle. But a circle is never be a arc. A complete circle is never be a arc. Okay, a arc can be a circle, but a circle cannot be a arc. Okay, so in order to do that, first of all, we have to understand that how many types of arcs are available. How many types of arcs are available? So I think there are total, yes, 3, 3, 6, 3, 9 and total 10. There are 10 types of arcs available in the AutoCAD, and there is another option which we call it as a continue one. So that continue option we'll see in the last, not in between. So that we will see completely in the last, because that is just improvisation or the addition of something into the existing arc. Okay, so in order to do that, first of all, we'll delete this thing and we'll see how arc used to work. I'm just deleting this thing. I think I already completely removed. Okay, so first option is basically which we will be dealing with is 3-point arc. 3-point arc is basically a freehand arc which is useful to connect between 2 points, or it's a portion of a circle which is used to represent a particular connection between 2 major areas, and it is called as a freehand because it is created with the help of 3 points, not with the help of the radius, not with the help of the diameter, nothing. It is created just only on the basis of 3 points. So first one is the 3-point arc. 3-point arc means 1. This is your first point. Second point will be, let us suppose, this, and third point will decide your arc. The third point will decide like whether how big you can create your arc. The more you go away from these 2 points, it will create bigger arc. But you can see one difference in this, that if the moment you define one's first point and second point, your third point is completely free. But these 2 points are completely fixed. Yeah. So it completely depends on where you are pressing your third point. It completely depends on that. So the moment it's also, AutoCAD is also showing an angle of with the x-axis, like what will be the angle with reference to the 0 x-axis. So if you click here, you will create your 3-point arc. You can do one more thing, like you can just understand with the help of this. This is your first point. Like if you are moving second point away, then you can again move much more farther distance. So actually this is not a circular arc. This arc is not a circular arc, it's a freehand arc. And these two shapes are completely not circular, because these 2 points, the 1 and 2, These two one constitute one circle, and these two last second and the third will constitute another circle. So this complete arc is not uniform. Okay, so in order to understand it better, you can do one more thing. First point, you can just make it a straight, and again you can see this is a straight. It even makes a straight line. So that is the reason this is not a circular arc. 3-point arc is basically just for your understanding that this is only for creating the freehand cutouts or freehand connection between the 2 points. And there is another now there is a second category of the arc. So first one in that category is start, center and end. Start, center and angle is the second one. Then there is start, center and length. Correct? Then we'll see first start, center and end. Please focus on the letters. It means that start, center and end means you will be defining start first, you will be defining center at the second, and after in the last you will be defining end of the arc. So let us take this first command, start, center and end. So let us suppose this is a start point, right? And we have to define the center. This is the center, and what will be the end? And end will be decided by end. You can put it with the help of angular control also. This is this angle is actually shown with respect to the x-axis in anti-clockwise way. So until and unless in the unit section, if you are not changing your direction of your angle, it will always show in the anti-clockwise direction with respect to the x-axis. It will always show in the same way. Okay, so end will be decided by, let us suppose I click here. So this is your arc. So this second category arcs are circular in nature. These are not freehand type. These are circular in nature. These are a portion of circle. So even you can completely measure the length of this. Even you can measure the length. Even you can measure the radius of this circle. See, you will see the radius. This is the radius. It's quite big one. So that is the reason you won't be able to see this. So in order to see this, you just have to click on the unit. Sorry, dimension style. Modify. We will set 20. Close. Even 20 is smaller, so it's, I think, bin style. Modify. You can make it to 50. Whether it is useful or not, let's see. 50 is also not useful, so I think again I have to use it again. Dimension style, modify. Let's better to make it to 100. It's big dimension, so it's not easier to see. Now it's easier to see, but you have to zoom it somewhat. So its radius is quite big, so arc is quite big. Okay, so the second one is start, center and angle. So start, center and angle means there will be one starting point, there is one center and there is one angle. So it simply means that this is your start point. If it is your center, and angle will be decided by on the basis of x-axis. I already told you that angle will be governed on the basis of anti-clockwise rotation and with respect to x-axis. On x-axis angle will be 0, on y-axis angle will be 90, on minus x-axis angle will be minus 180, and in minus y-axis angle will be 270, and again on the x-axis if you rotate, it will complete 360 degree of a particular circle. So if you let us suppose if you give an angle of, if you want to make this much angle like 120, so this much arc will be created. So this is the angle which it has calculated with respect to the x-axis. Another arc is start, center and length. So As you can see in this particular category, initial 2 points are completely same. Start center, start center, start center. Only the third point, end, angle and length. These points are changing. There is no change in the starting point. There is only change in the end point. End, angle and length. Okay. So the third one is start, center and length. So this is a start point, this is a center, and what is the length of the arc? Length of the arc will be given on the basis of how big your arc should look like. Let us suppose you want to make a circle here. This is your arc. So this particular option controls the length of the arc. Start, center and length. Okay. In second category, we are fixing two things. Start center, start end. Second category. Now angle, direction and radius will be given the freedom. So what we will do, we'll select this start, end and angle. This is a start. What is the end? This will be the end. And what will be the angle? Angle will be governed like, if I want to make it a 90-degree angle, this is your arc. So this is a start and end is completely fixed. So angle will govern which direction, which side it will float. It can float this side, it can float that side. Okay. So this can be easily seen in the another option like start, end and direction. So if you use that second option, then in that particular option you will see the difference between start, end and angle and start, end and direction. Let us suppose this is your start, this is your end. Now direction. If I am moving my crosshair at this side, circle will be faced downside, right? If I am moving on this side, the circle will be faced on the upside. So this direction is basically two-way, not three-way. This direction is completely two-way. So either you can go on the one side or either you can go on the other side. So this direction will govern which side of the circle will be open to the which side. Let us suppose I am stopping at here, like 0 degree. So this is 0 degree means angle from the angle of the start point with respect to the x-axis. So this is my second arc in this category. There is another start and then the radius. Start and then the radius means if we are having start and radius control, then this is a start, this is a end, and what will be the radius? Radius of the circle. Let us suppose this is my radius of the circle. Because the thing is, if you are moving more close to the circle, it will make a straight line. That is the reason AutoCAD will stop showing you those kind of the straight lines, because we are using the arc option, we are not using the straight line option. So radius should be in control, so it should be like in the particular values. So you should put only those values with the help of which you are able to make the arc. With the help of which you are able to make the arc. So this is my third option in this third category. Start and end. Radius. Now we'll talk about the fourth category. In the fourth category, what we are exactly doing, we are keeping our center and start fixed. In the fourth category, our center, start will remain fixed. So in which options we will be having the freedom? We are having the freedom with the end, we are having the freedom with the angle, and we are also having the freedom with the length. So this is our fourth option of the arc. So in this fourth option, we are having the full control of end, angle and the length. So we will see one by one these options. Center, start and end. Center, start and end means this will be your center, and what will be the start of the length? This is your end, and what is the end of the length? And this is your end. Okay. So this option can also be created once again. Like if I want to show you once again, like how exactly I did. This is my center, this is my start, and this is my end. This is the simplest form of the arc. This category is the simplest form of the arc. Okay. Center, start, and angle. Center, start, and angle means this is your center, this is your start, and what will be the angle? Angle you can give as per your requirement. This is your arc. Okay. And the last option is center, start, and length. Center, start, and length means if it is this is your center, if this is your start point, and what is the length of the circle? So length of the arc you can give manually. Like if you want to give a value of some particular values, you can click it at a third point. You will be able to generate your center, start, and length arc. So these are the three options with the help of which you can create your fourth category of the arc, in which center, start are fixed, and angle and radius, length, and angle and the length, and angle and the length are variable or given the freedom with the help of which you can control your arc formation. So these are the basically basics of the arc, with the help of which you can create your arc. Except the first one, almost all of your arcs are circular in nature, except your first one, 3-point arc. 3-point arc is basically a combination of arc. It's not a direct circular arc, it's a combination of circular arc. What I will do, I will delete these options in order to see how we can use this particular option. So before starting this continue option, as the name already suggests, continue. Continue means you're continuing something from the last. Continuing something from the last means if you are having some kind of a arc drawn in your 2D drawing, drawn on your drawing area, you can do one thing. Yes. Yes, in the continue option, what we are having is, for using that particular option, what we have to do, we have to understand the basics of arc, which we have already understood right now. So before using this particular option, we need to have a arc with already drawn on our drawing area. So in order to do that, what I will do, I will create one arc with the help of the start, center, and the end. This is my start, this is my end, and this is my, let us suppose, end. Okay, and then after using that particular option, like continue, so the moment you press on this icon, it will start from the place where you just left. See, you left out at this particular point. This was my end. So what exactly this arc is doing? This arc will create a freehand arc on that particular point. This is just for continuing the existing arc in the form of freehand. So this is just creating a formation of a freehand arc with the help of continue option. You can make a complete arc just around your existing arc. Even you can just make a straight line. Even it will create a straight line. If your ortho is on, it will create a straight line. Okay, but this straight line will not be a complete straight line. But I don't want to do that, so I will just close this one, and I will make this particular length. So this particular length from this point to this point, it's As you can see, from this point to this particular point, this is the arc which is generated with the help of the continue option. So in order to do that, you have to create a arc before and then use the continue option. We cannot directly use this option without having any kind of arc drawn on your drawing area. So for using this particular option, you need to have a. So I will take one more example in order to understand, make you understand better. So I will do one thing. I will create one more star and an angle. Let us suppose this is my angle. Now this will be my last point. What I will do, I will just go to the continue option. See, it will start from this particular point. Okay, this is my continue option. This arc was generated with the help of continue option. This arc is starting from this point to end of this particular point. Okay, and I will take one more example, like we'll do one thing, start and then radius, start 10, and this is my, let us suppose, my radius. Now this was my start. So radius means this will be my end. Start and then radius is the flexible freedom option. Okay, so this will be my last point of this particular arc. So I will do one thing. The moment I click on the continue, it will start from this point. See, it will start from this point. So the arc which was this arc was generated with the help of the standard option, and this arc was generated with the help of continue option. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will just delete these options, and I will make some. So we have completed line, polyline, circle, and the arc command. Okay, and we'll see some modify commands today. And in order to do that, I will do one thing. I will make I will make few lines. This is I just wanted to make few lines with the help of the ortho. This is my first line. Enter. Repeat. This is my second line. Enter. Repeat. This is my repeat. This is my so okay. Repeat line. This is my line. Repeat. This is okay. So we have already discussed about move command and the rotate command. So and already discussed about trim. So I will do one thing. I will make you understand trim once again. So trim option is basically useful for deleting the particular portion of a line or circle or any standard command. Okay, even you can use it with the help of, like, if you want to make a circle, like let us suppose I am making a circle here. Okay, you want to delete the portion of this particular line, so you can delete this particular portion of the line with the help of the trim command. So in trim command there are basically two commands, trim command, the extend command. So with the help of the trim command you can delete or trim particular portion of the line. Like if you want to delete this particular length of the line, you will delete, because for understanding the trimming option you have to understand the concept of intersecting. If your object is intersecting a particular line or particular object, then you can delete unwanted thing with respect to the circle or with respect to the line. So it completely depends on the intersection. Like it's intersecting at this particular point. This circle is intersecting this line on this point. So when you use trim option, you can delete this particular portion or you can delete this particular portion, right? And if you want to delete a portion of a circle, then in that particular case you have to Okay, so what I will do, I will do the repeat command. What will be the cutting edge? Cutting edge will be this space bar. So this line will be completely removed. Okay, because cutting edge will be this particular portion, because I already chosen cutting edge as the option for this. So again, I just skip it, trim option. See, only this particular portion or this particular portion we can delete. But if I want to extend this, like let us suppose if I want to extend this particular line from here to this point. Okay, enter. Now trim command. Now I can remove this circular portion, this particular portion, even this particular portion, even this particular portion. Okay, there is another command which we call it as the extend command. Extend command is basically useful for extending lines from one part to the other part. Extend means if I want to extend this particular line, let us suppose this one, because this I want to connect this line with this line, let us suppose. So what I will do, I will just click on the extend command. I will click on this line, it will extend the line to this particular point. Similarly, in this way, this will connect this particular portion and this will connect this particular portion. If I want to connect this line, this one will be connected. And if I want to connect this line with this line, I can click on this and it will connect with this. And what about this? This will connect with this. So this is the basic advantage of. So, but this line is going to the infinite, so there is no line on the below. So what I will do, I will make another straight line here and press spacebar, click on the extend option again, and then it will extend up to this point. So this is the particular differences between trim command and the extend command. And what I will do is, if I want to delete this particular portion of the line, because this particular line I am not able to delete from some other sources, so I just wanted to trim this particular portion of the line. I will delete, and I can delete this particular portion. Even I can delete this particular portion also. So in this way, trim command or the extend command used to work. Right, fillet and already I told you. Okay, so stretch command, will see there is a command called as a stretch command. So I will do one thing, I will delete this particular portion. This is deleted, and there is one, I will make a rectangle here. This rectangle I want to stretch. Okay, so this stretch means what object you want to stretch. This is the stretch. To specify the base point, this is my space point. So to suppose, so in order to stretch, what I have to do, one thing. So this is a complete, see, this object is completely drawn with the help of the polyline. So what I will do, first I have to explode this thing. Now it should be exploded into 4 lines. So what I will do, I will just go on the stretch option, select the object, this, and only this, and enter. Specify the base point. Now you can stretch this particular portion. Okay, so in this way you can stretch a particular portion of the drawing. And with the help of the extend command, this extend command will help us in extending and connecting these 2 lines together. As our in object snapping, there is end-to-end connection is available, and midpoint is okay, center is okay. So these points will be completely closed. So there will not be any kind of a problem. Okay, so this is the rectangle which we are having. So I will just close this one. And there is another option called as a scale option. So what scale option will do, scale option, I just wanted to select this particular portion. Sorry, this is negative scale. We'll just choose this one and press enter. Specify the base point. Let us suppose this is my base point, and how big I want. I want a scale factor of, let us suppose 2. So my rectangle has been increased from my 1 scale to 2 scale. The scaling is basically useful for, as you can see, the difference between these two rectangles easily by undoing or redoing the option. So with the help of the scale option, you can scale your existing object to make them bigger or to make them smaller at the same time. So I can do the same thing again. I can just click on this, select my object, press enter, specify my base point, and put it a scale of 0.5. So again it will come back to the original form, because 0.5 is just the half of the actual model. I'm just reducing the scale to half. So in this way you can use the scale option. So there is only one option left in the modifying command, that is the array command. Array command is basically useful for making the copies of a particular object. So what let's see. First I will delete this one. This is of no need now. And we'll see there are three kind of, there are total 3 kind of arrays are available: rectangular array, path array, or the polar array. So rectangular array means it will distribute the copies of, let us suppose I have created a rectangle of 100 mm. Oh sorry, specify the center. There is some problem. Okay, no problem. I have to check my units. It is decimal, okay, no issues. Millimeters is the unit, okay. Okay, and what I will do, I will just use this rectangular array command. It will ask for selecting the object. This is my object. This spacebar. See, array command is basically useful for creating the copies of your existing object. So basically there are 4 columns and 3 rows which we have selected, so we can make it to 5. Press enter. It will make a copies of, total copies 20. So 4 will be in the column side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be on this row side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we can just close this array and we can make the copies in this particular fashion. And with the help of, there is a polar array also option available. So polar array option, for creating the polar array option, that I will do, I will create again a circle, and I will create another circle on the top of this. Just center. This is a arc, and there is another 3-point arc, 1, 2, and 3. This particular portion. Sorry. 1 point, 3 point. This should be. Yes. So it's having some kind of issues with the system. Okay, we can understand with this also, no issues. Then I will do one thing. I will use the polar array option, and will select the object. This is my object. To specify the center point. Center point will be this particular center point of the circle. Center point of this. See, this is a polar array. So there will be 6 items total, 1, 2, 3, and rows will be 1. So you can place it in the levels of 3 also. Press enter. The angle between them you can make it to 20. So you can adjust the angle accordingly, and you can increase the number of objects to 36. See, angle will be 20 is enough. See, with the help of this option you can create a polar array around the circle. So you will be needing actually 2 things. So one is the circle for polar array, center of a circle, and your object, with the help of which you want to create the actual polar array design. So just close this array, and there is a last option of polar array, but that is path array. So path array means, let us suppose this is your object, path array. This is my object, let us suppose. Enter, select the path curve. Okay, so in order to do that, first of all I have to create a path. Let us suppose I want to create a path. So, sorry, auto is on. Auto I don't want to on. This is my circle. Okay. Space bar, path array. What is the object? It's asking for the object. So this is my object. Press enter. And what is the path? This is my path. So it will create the copies around the see. It will create the copies around the path. So okay. So this is the, in this way you can you will be able to see the polar array design. So for creating the polar array, you have to have one object, and the second one will be the path, with the help of which you will be having the design of the complete path array. So in arrays, array is basically useful for creating the copies of existing object. So there are 3 types of the arrays. One is a rectangular array. Rectangular array is basically, as we have seen in this particular example, this is a rectangular array design, and this particular is an example of the polar array design, and this last one is the example of path array design. Path array design means it's creating actually the copies of your existing model around the base point. This is a base point, and second one is this is a base point, and the last one is this. So first copy is of 10 copies around this line, second 10 copies around this line, and around this. These are the copies around this line. So there are total 30 copies around 3 common points of the polyline. So in this way we can use our modifying commands. So almost all the modifying commands are over now. Move, rotate, extend, trim, copy, mirror, fillet, chamfer, stretch, scale, and the array option. So in the draw command, we have left move rectangular command, ellipse, and array. And there is one more command called as a spline command. We will also see that in the later classes. In order to understand these things better, it's better to start practicing at the same time. I will share my practice book with you guys so that you will get an idea like how you will be going to start the 2D practice of the drawings in order to learn the AutoCAD in a quick and easy way. So I will share that book with all of you guys, and you guys just go through it and let me know if you are having any kind of issues or you face any kind of difficulties with model making or making of the 2D drawings. So first of all, you have to create a layout, because you have to understand the basics of the 2D drawing. Like before creating any 2D drawing, you need to have a proper layout of the 2D. So in order to do that, I will show you some 2D drawings which I am having as a reference. Okay, wait. So it's basically, this is the standard mechanical 2D drawing. So this 2D drawing is having almost all the data which is required in a 2D of any particular part or product. So first of all, you have to understand the layout of this, and on the bottom of it, you first have the design company name, nature of your pages, what is the scale, and what will be the material, what kind of coating or the finish you are needing, and what is the file name or the drawing number, and how many sheets of paper will be needing in this particular 2D drawing. So, and this is your first angle, second angle, and the third angle drawing, which is created with the help of the AutoCAD on a sheet of A3 paper. This is the A3 paper, and the units will be in the mm. Okay. So in order to understand these things, I will be taking another class for making you understand better with all the concepts of the 2D. So I will do one thing. I will delete this particular thing and okay. So all of you, thank you for the time. We'll see you later, and have a good day, and please take care.